Sweet YouTube, welcome back to another one of my videos. So today, I am going to tell you guys why I have not set New Year's resolutions this year for the second year in a row. The main reason why I don't want to make any New Year's resolutions this year is, I feel like people make a big thing, when you go outside after New Year's, people always ask you, what's your resolutions? And I think that if you're the kind of person that likes setting goals for yourself and likes achieving those goals, that's a brilliant thing. Go ahead, achieve your goals, live your dreams. But for me personally, I like to make goals in my head, but I don't publicly say them for the reason that I make a lot of plans in my head and then they don't ever come to fruition. There's been so many projects that I've started and dropped. It happens every year. It happens every month. It could happen every week. There's so many YouTube videos that I have made, edited, and never uploaded. And that's the thing. I try so many new things that set a New Year's resolution, and then when it doesn't go well, I kick myself for it because I'm like, oh my god. And I feel like if I make my goals public, there's people pointing going, you didn't do that thing, and it makes me seem like an untrustworthy, unreliable person, which I am not. But it's like, if you take it back to the first big resolution that I made on this channel, and that was to learn electric guitar. So my electric guitar is sitting here. It probably hasn't been played that much since I made that New Year's resolution. And if you guys know, I can't actually play the electric guitar the way that I wanted to. I learned literally 3.5 songs, got frustrated at the song that I learned half of, and never went back to it again because I didn't enjoy it. And I made it a public thing that I was going to do this, electric guitar video. I was going to do it. I was going to learn electric guitar by the end of the year. I was going to be able to jam out with me and my drum kit and me playing the electric guitar, and it just didn't work. And I don't want that to happen again. I don't want to say, I'm going to do this thing. It's like the time that I cut out sugar. I did cut out sugar for months on end. And then I just started eating sugar again. My New Year's resolutions, when I make them, they never ever go to plan. And that's because years are so complex that I feel like it's so hard to focus on different things you want to do. And it is completely okay to have goals. But then I go back to the fact that you guys may or not know this, but my YouTube channel was a New Year's resolution. Because I started the channel on the 1st of January 2015. So, wait, my channel already is 5 years old. So, yeah, 5 years ago, I actually made this channel. It's insane. Because I wanted to do it. I said, for my New Year's resolution, I am starting a YouTube channel, and I did it. And the reason I think that New Year's resolution stuck is because this is the thing I enjoy. It's something that I want to continue doing, whereas I'm going to come back to the big example, which was the electric guitar. I didn't enjoy learning guitar in that way. I found out that I'm more of an acoustic player, and that's just what I like to do. For me, New Year's resolutions, it's like, maybe it's a good idea to do a New Year's resolution in order to push yourself and try a new thing. And I just I'm kind of okay with going into 2020, going into this decade with, this decade could be either the best decade of my life or the worst decade of my life. You never know. This is the year where I can kind of shape my own decade. It's like a build your own decade kit. Because, the reality is, this decade, I could actually move out of my house. I could get married. It's a reality. It's hard to get married. It's going to be legal this decade. In Northern Ireland, that's insane. I feel like, I don't know, there's so many things I want to do, my goals, but I feel like if I put a restriction on those goals, as this year I'm going to, if I put a restriction on that, it kind of puts pressure, and I feel like maybe if I'm too pressured, maybe that's why I don't keep them. I feel like the way I look at years now is, there's things you can do in a year. Like last year, I went to Dublin Pride, I met Leo Radker, that was awesome. I went to Italy. I mean, even though I didn't really enjoy Italy, it's still an experience that I will always remember. I made loads of new friends this year. You know, I entered a new friend group, started uni. I turned 20. I just feel like every year there's so many opportunities, and instead of setting goals for yourself, you should think about the opportunities that you're going to have that year. I mean, this year already, I'm going to Berlin in February. That's an opportunity that I didn't think that I would get. Over the last decade, I felt too my confidence grow. When I first made the channel, I was shy. I was very, very unconfident. And now, I mean, 5 years later, I can just set up, start talking, just be chill, and I can just be myself in front of the camera. I'm not putting on a persona, I'm not putting on anything else. This is who I am, and I'm making the content that I'm happy with, and I'm just being me. And I think I'm going to go on to 2020, and maybe that's my New Year's resolution. It's just be myself, and whatever happens, happens. And I don't think I'm a resolution person. I am not a resolution person. That's what I'm going to start saying to people when they go, "What's your New Year's resolution?" I'll just be like, "Hey, I'm not a resolution person." If you are a resolution person, if you do enjoy setting goals for yourself and smashing those goals, and that really, fills you with fulfillment, you go ahead and do that, and you smash that goal, honey, because I'm there rooting for you. I think the point of this video is, don't get so caught up on what other people are doing as well. Like, do things that you want to do rather than do things that you think other people will like you doing. I've learned it the hard way. I used to, watch trends and try and hop on them, and it just didn't feel like me. And then when I just started making things that I wanted to make and just being chill and just being me, I felt the channel going better for me. And I'm nearly at 300 subscribers, and at the start of last year I think I was only at 100. And that didn't come from hopping on trends. That came from being open, honest, fun, just making what I wanted to make. And there's gonna be, I think this year there will be a lot of new kind of style of content coming onto the channel. I mean, like, I'm doing the game collecting stuff now, which, I mean, I'm really, really into game collecting at the moment, and I have a ton of videos planned about that. I've been saying it for ages. I want to talk about some LGBT topics. I have got 2 videos planned that I'm probably going to film this week. My channel, you can expect it to change, twist and turn, just the same way as I'm changing. And that's just the way this channel is going to roll. And it is the way that 2020 is going to roll. Because as I say, this 2020 to me is not just a year, it's a full decade. Which it is technically, but within that decade, by the end of this decade, I'll be 30. And at 30, like, what do you expect to, in 30, I God knows where I'll be. I don't know what this video is. I'm just talking out of my mouth. That's usually how people talk, isn't it? But thank you guys so much for watching this extremely strange New Year's video. If you did enjoy it, please give a big thumbs up and also subscribe to love, and let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think of New Year's resolutions? Do you enjoy them? Do you partake in them? Or do you do the same thing as me and go, I am not a resolution person? Let me know. So thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully I will see you guys in the next video.